Hello everyone, this is HuskyStarcraft here, back with some more Bronze League Heroes! You know what, I'm glad I don't smoke because my epic intros would be not nearly something to be like, and I'm here with Bronze League. Okay, that's actually hurting my voice just doing that for like 2 seconds. Anyways, that is right, it's time for Bronze League. I am making up my own language apparently in this cast. Up at the top left side, it is going to be Zork, which is, I feel like, a name that has been used in many movies, but that's okay. And his opponent up at the top right side has got to be Blizzaga. I mean, why would it be anyone other than Blizzaga? That is for absolute sure. And now remember, Bronze League Heroes, the whole point is to cast the very best of the very worst, like what we are seeing right now, which is double gas before anything. And, oh, with the double extractor trick. Although it's not really an extractor trick if you have him build for that long. But either way, he technically is ahead. I think he actually lost more money than he gained, but that is okay. And it is going to be a PVZ. Super excited for this. And for those of you who did not watch my last video, I don't blame you, first of all. But second of all, I have been in New York City for over a decade of days. I was there for over 10 days, but now I am indeed back. And it's time to get back in on some more StarCraft 2 action. Of course, my microphone is now in a completely different spot than I'm used to it. So we'll see exactly how this goes. We do have the drone going to go on the gas right now. Now, is this going to be an extractor trick once again? I wouldn't be surprised. However, it is absolutely not. He is actually going to go ahead and go straight for that gas. Now, it does look like Zork right now going to be going for his gas as well, as he decides to go ahead and wall in with the gateway, which is becoming more standard these days. But you know what is not standard? Every single Bronze League Hero game ever played is actually never standard. That is why we absolutely love it. My good friend Sinvicta, link down below, is the one who sorts through all these replays. So thank you for that. If you'd like to send replays, Husky Replays, well, do it to huskyreplays@gmail.com. If you would like your game to be cast in Bronze League Heroes, of course, we can't cast all the games. If I cast every single game that was sent, then we would be here for days. Also, make sure that, no, it'd be more than days. It'd probably be years at this point. But do make sure that the replays are on the newest patch, as it does greatly increase our replay viewing and sorting time. Otherwise, you'll make Sinvicta cry, and no one wants to see Sinvicta cry. All right, now it does look like his Roach Warren is going to be down for Blizzaga, as he's just chilling on one base. Not quite sure what the point of this one base play is going to be. The pro right here is asking these very similar questions right now, as it is going to be a one base play. A super delayed Queen. We got Roach Warren before Queen, yo. That is how Blizzaga, straight out of Northern. I don't know where he's from. Definitely not a StarCraft universe, though, as that is how they do it where he comes from, apparently, as this old school one-base play. Someone should tell him, though, that they did nerf roaches in the very first patch of StarCraft 2, so definitely something that he should probably read those patch notes on. They're about 3, 4, 5 years old now. The Roach Warren is done, though. Overlord on the way, but no roaches in sight, so hey, at least he will have roaches when he wants it. That probe finally gives up and goes home, as he does go ahead and drop that pylon down. Is that actually dropping where the hatchery, or blocking where the hatchery needs to be? It's kind of hard to tell here. I almost feel like the answer is no, but hey, I'm sure that probe knows what he's doing. Famous last words of Bronze League Heroes players, that's for sure. We do have the one Zealot right here. The Zork lot going to be hanging out at the entrance there, going to be blocking the Stalker from leaving. You can see the Stalker is definitely trying to leave there, but he is unable to, as Zork the lot is just hanging on out. We do have 5 roaches on the way, as well as 2 packs of lings, so it does look like here that Blizzaga may be actually aggressive right now. Does he actually know how to expand? Looks like that pylon did get canceled, as the probe right there gets a full surround on those lings, and down he goes. Probably the most exciting thing to happen all game long. 12 resources have been lost by our Zork player. That was when he canceled those extractors. Can't really call it an extractor trick when they messed it up that bad. It's more of an extractor flub. So he invented the extractor flub, as we do have roaches now on the field. That's going to be still the 5 with the 4 lings right there. Not quite sure exactly what Blizzaga is saving up for. He has made 10 Zerglings. He could make like 2 bases right now if he wanted to. By the time he get that drone in position, he is going to have enough gold. Apparently they're so bad that they're actually playing Warcraft 2, as we're talking about gold right now. But no, he is going to have enough minerals to double expand if he wants to. But for now, it looks like he's going to go ahead and move on out with the very few units he actually has here. Does Zork have enough on the defensive end? He does have the gateways on the way. He only has the 1 gateway for now, though. A serious flub of his own, as Warp Gate research is going to be done. We will have a Sentry and a Stalker. That isn't enough time to buy him sometime here with those force fields if they are magical. I guess we have the 1 Zealot mixed in as well. A Robotics Bay going to be on the way. Technically a robotics facility. Always get that mixed up. But either way, could see a force field on the ramp. There it is, actually a pretty good force field at that, as it does look like the expansion could be in a lot of trouble. Now there has to be another sentry warped in here to try and buy some more time. That force field is about to time out. Does he warp in another sentry? That is absolutely what he needs. Motion Core going to be coming over here, though. Does not have enough energy to do anything that useful. Looks like this attack is actually going to be doing a little bit of damage, and by a little bit, I mean a lot. The Lings are inside the mineral line. This timing attack, which was scouted, this timing attack, which was not a surprise, is doing a surprising amount of damage here, as the Martian Core going to go ahead and try and take out everything. Not sure if that is going to end up working out or not. Apparently the Roach is going for a pylon here instead of the workers, but that is okay. Zealot's going to be warping in here to clean this one up. It looks like they will manage to kill those Lings. Are they going to kill off the Roaches, though, as the Roaches are content on killing off pylons for days and maybe trying to micro those around? Did manage to kill off a surprising amount of workers in 9, which honestly this attack should have killed like 0 workers, but that's okay. Roaches are actually trying to microwave as best they possibly can. Of course, during this fancy goes through micro, he has managed to accumulate 1,000 resources. Not exactly what you want to see, although I will say this isn't what Zork wants to see. His Lings are going to be running inside of his natural now. These 4 probes got nowhere to run. They're just going to have to try and run inside the main base, I suppose. There's the army here to defend. The force fields are non-existent because, again, it is Bronze League Heroes, so really, the force field's always going to be delayed, and that's what makes this game so freaking good. Force fields are one of those things that's like, they're either super broken or super do absolutely nothing for you. That is kind of how the force field spell is designed, I feel like. And in this game, they did something at first, and then really doing nothing here for the rest of the game. We do have an Overseer Cocoon on the way here for Blizzaga. Blizzaga, though, just now expanding to the high yield expansion. Got to be reaping those rewards of the hyper aggression as he is able to expand there now. We do have a lair tech already done here. Not quite sure what the lair tech is going to be for. I guess he just wanted to spruce up his main base over there. But for now, it does look like Zork trying to get caught back up in the macro. But remember, he is on 2 bases, but he's only mining off of 1. Does not have any workers whatsoever down here at this natural. Just gonna try and wall in to prevent that aggro from continuing to aggravate himself. Boom, baby. I should be a rapper. A rap artist is what I think they would call me. An artiste. A rap artiste, as Zork right now is saying that gas is so 1998 when the original StarCraft came out, because he is not going to be going for that right now, but he does have lots of minerals here to spend on these fancy new buildings he's getting. I will say, though, that Blizzaga has somehow found himself in the lead after that game, although quickly trying to change that by not having any of his workers actually mining right now. He says, Husky, you know what? I'm already in the lead. I might as well even the chance of my opponent as those idle drones. Ooh, those idle drones are definitely not paying for themselves right now. Evolution Chamber going to be on the way for Blizzaga. Now, remember, the whole point of Bronze League Heroes, cast the very best and the very worst, which I already said. However, the amazing thing about this is that comebacks are more common than you may think. We'll see if Zork manages to do that. He does have an observer right now, which really is serving no purpose here unless he actually sends it in. But I have interviewed several Bronze League players. Yes, I've interviewed them. And one of the things they always tell me is when I scout their base, I have no idea what I'm looking at. I have no idea what to do. And I also have no idea what I'm doing in general. And so that encourages me to say, as Bronze League players, obviously you want to get to a point where you're always scouting. But if you're spending your APM scouting instead of making units, I almost want to say you're doing it wrong. Now, it pains me to say that, but really maybe just make an extra immortal instead of the observer there, because that observer didn't do anything because he doesn't have the APM to keep it alive. Although right now we do have a Night Storm going to be on the way for Blizzaga. He also has Overlords on the way as well, aptly timed as he is nearly supply blocked, but Zork right now, he is going to have to really focus here. If he's focused on doing something else, he needs to double down on focusing on StarCraft, because he is going to have an Night Storm inside his main base, and I am predicting this Night Storm is going to land for sure, because this Overseer here has nice vision of this ledge, which currently Zork does not have vision of in his own base. He does have a pylon on the way, but he is about as supply blocked can be, as those pylons are a long way out yet. Does actually manage to have the +1 attack on the way, which is quite impressive, but he doesn't have really that big of an army right now. He's at 60 out of 60 supply. That's going to be going up against the 96 to 100, which is going to be quite difficult. We do have a Spire on the way as well. If Blizzaga manages to get out lots of Mutalisks, that would actually be quite difficult to hold on to. We do have the Night Storm going to be spawning right here. Now, remember, this doesn't quite tell Zork exactly what's going on. Zork, though, decides to be aggressive right now. If only he knew the pain train that was pulling into his station, which sounds kind of wrong if taken in any context, but there's going to be the nice one right there. Roaches are locked, loaded, and ready to be barfed out into the world, and there they go. Probes are like, uh-oh, we should probably go ahead and get on out of here. They're going to go ahead and run down to the expansion. Does he have cannons on the way? No, kind of. There is one on the way, one at the bottom of the ramp as well. Looks like he's going to go ahead and be aggressive with these very few hits. Will actually be able to take out this base, though. All these drones are susceptible to dying, as are most units in StarCraft 2, but it does look like most of the buildings are taken out here. The Immortal just seconds away from completing. Somehow this pylon does not reach there to finish powering it, but this base is completely dead. So now it's going to be one base versus one base in true Bronze League Heroes fashion at the 15-minute mark. Unfortunately, that Immortal, I think, was never meant to see the light of day. As we do have canceled away as Zork. He is hunkering down tight. He is sitting back, and he is saying, you know what, you got to come to me, buddy, as this Wallen is going to get taken out. He does get the money back from that Immortal. One cannon on the low ground. The Zealots accidentally aggroing in the absolute perfect spot to buy as much time as possible, but this is a lot of roaches. There's no Immortals here to be able to save this at the same time, though there is going to be an attack over on the right side. It's still not cleaned up just yet. It is time for a good old-fashioned base race, and you know what? Those are the best base races, as we do have the Zealots right now to be able to clean up everything, but that is so many roaches here. How close is this game actually going to be? Is this going to be another one of those games where it's like 1 HP, 1 Zergling to able to win the game? I honestly don't know who has this game right now. Does anyone even have any workers? That's the real question. There is one drone on the field. He is hiding over here at this base. Could easily build that hatchery if he wanted to. The probes right there are trying to hide as well. Will they be able to escape here? I think running with them is the smart choice, and decides not even click on minerals to run away. He just runs away the old school way, which is clumping those units up directly, and it does look like, man, these broodlings is going to town. Almost able to clean up these zealots, but not quite yet. The Immortals, man, 14 kills apiece here, as both of them are trying to build up a base here. Where the probe's going to go at, they don't have enough money to build a base. All they can do is build a pylon or two. Keep in mind also, this is the very last drone in the game. May have been better to hide that hatchery somewhere else, but blizzaga, he is going to try and kill off the remainder of these buildings. These probes had best build a pylon or an assimilator or something that this small army can protect. It does look like the Mushroom Corps manages to narrowly survive. You guys got to build something, by the way. You only have a couple buildings left. Okay, he does actually have the Nexus down the bottom right side. And is he building anything else? Well, he does have the 3 pylons here. Those ones could easily be taken out. And the assimilator over there. Looking at the production tab, we do have a pylon now dropped to the bottom left side. So Zork actually thinking this out. He must watch Bronze League Heroes and realize, you know what? I'm not going to die from accidentally not putting down buildings. So I love what I'm seeing so far. Is that enough roaches, though, to kill off this army? I think that it is. The hatchery here, one of the last buildings. Is that actually the last building? I think that it is. Taking a look right now, there are the double assimilators there, and of course the nice from the hatchery goes down. The drone dies as well. That was his last drone, so he cannot actually do anything more here unless he has some larvae. It does look like the roaches are going to be able to take out the Immortal, and the probes are going to be following it as well. They got nowhere to go, not going to be able to kill off anything. Motion Core here is going to be doing lots and lots of damage, but it's not nearly enough. Taking a look here overall, do we even have any larvae on the map? I don't think we have a single larva. I don't think we have a single drone. We don't really have a single building, really, as the Motion Core right now got to try and start working on these last 2 buildings. It does look like the pylon over here has not been scouted. Lings running around trying to find exactly where those buildings are. Probes that remain, they're trying to drop down these pylons, so it is a wonky rat race right now, as it is a race against the clock, as the Motion Core here is going to be attacking the very last building. And I always forget if nice rooms count as buildings or not, but I have a feeling we're going to be finding out here, as we do have the Nexus going to be going down to the bottom right side. The Roach is trying to get down there to join in that fight as well. And really, it's like the hour is running out of the hourglass. And we just turned it over, though, because we still have like an hour left in this game, I'm sure, as that extractor at half HP trying to regenerate its HP as quickly as it possibly can. The Lings and Roaches trying to figure out where are these last few buildings. The last probe here trying to figure out if there's any other buildings. It does find that nice room. Nice rooms do not have that much HP, though. Only 200 HP on that nice room. Does have the 1 armor. Is it going to be enough? Sinvicta, are you going to kill me by giving me this game? We do have the double pylon over here. Going to, I assume, go down in time. The nice room does count as a structure. It does count as one, but we do have the assimilator over on the right side. I don't know if the Lynx can actually kill us off quickly enough, as it does. Look at the nice storm is slowly but quickly enough going to be dying here. The Lynx trying to get out of position to maybe distract something. I don't know exactly what they're doing. Maybe they can distract the Motion Core. Is the Motion Core here going to attack them? Nope. No, it is not. the Hero Mothership Core. Take a look at the use tab. It was 2 probes and a Mothership Core, and the only thing left on the field was 2 pylons and 3 assimilators, but he did manage to hide those 3 assimilators in a triangle formation. It was the trifecta. We're going to clean as fast as we possibly can. Don't look directly at the screen as you may want to throw up after watching this momentarily, but again, another very close Bronze League Heroes. I will never get tired of this close of Bronze League Heroes, but either way, big thanks to Victor for sorting through the replays and picking this one, and a big thanks to you guys for submitting the replays. Remember, the email is huskyreplays@gmail.com. It feels good to be back from New York City. It was great visiting, but man, have I missed the sun. Anyway, so hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you guys next time.